Hey friends, it's July 17th and I'm back from my parents. We've been visiting for 5 days and the garden has completely changed while I've been gone. It's so amazing how fast it changes over a course of days when I'm so used to seeing it moment by moment. So I can't wait to show you all the amazing things that are happening now, because from now on things really pick up and they really start to move quickly, which is so exciting. So I have had many moments. I ran over here as soon as we got home and should have had someone videotaping me. Videotaping. That's from what, the 80s, the 90s? Recording, is that what we call it now? I should have had someone recording me because I am gasping like out loud at so many things. I feel now walking through the garden, I feel small, and that's my favorite feeling. So this sunflower right here, easily, I'm gonna try to stand next to it. It's gotta be 3 feet taller than me. So that would make it 8 feet. I bet it's almost 9 feet now. It's so big, and I will take you down to our, you guys, it's ridiculous. Look how tall. They're so tall. It's like I have a sunflower field inside my garden, which makes me so happy. And things are just going bonkers. I like feeling small. I like feeling like the garden is wild. I like how things are covering the walkways, like my Russian sage just popped purple and is starting to come out into the walkways. I'll take you this way and show you how this sunflower, there was a little cat fight, like real cats fighting, and when this was a baby it got tipped over and it never really uprighted itself again, and so now this sunflower is gonna be just kind of into the path, and I love it. I would be so happy if years from now these were just tiny little pathways that we could squeak through. All of the coneflowers in the wild bed are going off. They're just blooming, blooming, blooming. Oh, and then they just stay, and it's such a joy. It's a joy. I love coneflowers, especially mature coneflowers, and I don't know how long these have been here. I will have to ask the previous owner. They were here for 60 years, so who knows how long those have been around. All right, so let's just peek around. I'm going to make this pretty detailed. This is as much for me as it is for you. And if you don't geek out as much about, you know, what's going on and the names and all of that, just fast forward as you get bored. But I really need to see the progress and to look, and especially for next year. So I'm just going to start right here. So this is a white rose. It's gone through a couple of blooms. I need to deadhead it now, but it's really doing well, and it has a lot more blooms to come. I feel like this might be a garland daisy. I think I might have brought that over. I can't remember. Don't you love it when you plant things and you can't remember? So that's a brand new lilac penstemon. This hollyhock is doing amazing. Look at under there. Now, hollyhocks are biennial. Biennial. Oh my gosh, it's too late for me to remember words. Which means that it only grows leaves the first year, and then the second year it will grow green. It will grow the blossoms, grow the blooms. The bee balm, when I left, and it still has it. It has some powdery mildew. Bee balm is really susceptible to powdery mildew, and so I sprayed it like crazy with neem oil before I left, but I'm gonna have to do it again. This stuff is highly contagious, and I really even hate touching. I try not to touch any other plants after that. But I'm gonna spray that again. But this is so delicious in tea, and so I love growing it. All right, more hollyhock. I think that was a last year. That might bloom. This fun sunflower, and then all these zinnias now are starting to bloom, and none of them were blooming. I'm so happy. Hello, baby. By far my favorite flower of the garden, which is why I have like 6 beds full of zinnias. My cosmos are coming in so strong. Those are the sunset cosmos that I am waiting so impatiently for them to bloom. They're going to be orange. These hollyhocks bloomed while I was gone. Hello. I think this is your first year blooming. That's so exciting. Another bee balm. This butterfly bush, I was so thrilled when I found this because it's a pink butterfly bush with orange middle. I'm getting eaten alive by bugs. So if you hear me blowing, I'm blowing the bugs away. This is gonna get really big, but I love the pink. The fennel, looking its gorgeous self, is doing what I can't wait for it to do, and that is to form its seeds. And when it goes to seed, oh, it's magical. It forms these huge yellow circular seed pods. And then when they dry, you can use them in tea, you can chew on them. They're so good for your tummy. My kiwi honeywort is, this one doesn't have as many blooms on it as the other one does, but it's really starting to come into its full potential here. Good job, honeywort. It was supposed to be about 2 foot by 2 foot, and it's definitely exceeded that, so that's exciting. Little late blooming sunflower here. Oh, starting at the top. And a rogue fennel over here, but look at this honeywort. They're really pretty much on every single one. You can see a bloom. And it's just so understated and so pretty with that kind of weird blue-green. It's almost like otherworldly color. It's hard to tell in the video. And for those of you laughing at this gardener with her nails painted, I went to my mom's and we went and had mani-pedis, and I've already trashed it in about 5 seconds of being in the garden, and it's already all coming off, which is fine with me, but it was fun to have pretty nails for about 5 seconds. Look at these amazing snapdragons. These are the floret snapdragons, which they're starting to tip over, and I need to probably just stake them. I know most people net them, like flower farmers who are growing a lot of them. I don't know, I might just stake them. If you have a great way to hold up just single stalks of those, let me know. I think I'll just put a bamboo stick. These guys are just throwing a temper tantrum. I don't know. This is new Veronica Speedwell that I put in this year, and this cranberry coneflower. They're gonna need another year. You guys are just like little toddlers throwing a temper tantrum, and next year they're gonna be great. This is my Korean feathergrass. Which, you know, who knows if it's actually a weed or grass. It needs to figure its life out. Ooh, there's a blue dragonfly. We have so many. See if I can zoom in on him. Hey, buddy. I have noticed that since I've been back, the bee population, I feel like it's at least doubled. It's so many more bees than when I left, which makes sense because so many more blooms are open. And so we got lots of zinnias coming up here. Beautiful, different colors. I love it when they have that little ring, that little crown around the middle. And I don't know, apparently, maybe I planted a taller version in the front of the bed, which, oopsies. But I think these guys are gonna go. That might be, I don't know what, that might be a queen lime. We'll see what we get. I kind of just went crazy with them, but I love just sitting down with them, getting under them, looking at them. There's so many more blooms to come. I mean, I just can't believe how long those bloom. The sedum is still flowering, doing good. The hyssop, this is orange hyssop. It's really starting to get better. It had a rough start, but oh, if you guys could just smell this. Oh, its nickname is hummingbird mint, and you can make tea out of it. It's so delicious. And my little ones that I always forget the name of. Butterfly something. Somebody tell me the name of these. I used to know. But they're really just funky and fun. They have these, they kind of look like spaceships on the end of a stick. And look, while I was gone, my lilies, they opened. And of course, I can't remember the name of this one. But this is a beautiful mauve. And then this, oh, hello, beautiful. Ah, I think I do have the name of her. But wow, amazing. And this plant is a second-year plant. So many blooms ready to open. Oh, and you're so pretty. All right, what is she called? This is a South Seas, is that variety. And this is like a grape something or other. It's a really, you can't, the color on the video comes through kind of maroon. It's more of a purple, a really nice deep purple, and I love it. Speaking of purples, hello sedum. I love this sedum. And all my moss rose, which are kind of mad about the heat, but they're spreading pretty nice along this border. Now these are salvia that I, of course, promptly have forgot the name of. I deadheaded them probably 3 weeks ago maybe, and this is their second flush of blooms, which is exciting because it's such a weird neon purple. I have several. I'll try to find the name of it for you guys because I love those. There's a delphinium back there, another random decorative grass, and a rose that hates me. I'm really sorry that I put you on this corner. I bought a new hibiscus on this trip, and oh, you guys, I tore out 2 perfectly good hibiscus right here and here because I thought they weren't coming back, and then I actually came to find out they come back really late. I get really emotional about things like that, and I cried for like an hour about that when I found out, oh my gosh, I tore them out too soon. I was way too quick to do that, and so now I have a second chance, so I'm excited. Okay, I feel like I need to get on the ground and go up with these. This is just 3 branching sunflowers. It's the Sunfinity sunflower, and I've told you guys on my previous tours about why they're so tall. We didn't pinch them off when they were babies, and I do have a pinched off one over here that I'm just waiting to come up. So see how much smaller and bushier it is. And so when these kind of go bad, this one will actually just still be going. So that'll be exciting. But these are what you see out the window in the house. They're enormous. It's so fun. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. See, now sometimes this happens where my sunflowers like to block the sun for everything else. I know these black-eyed Susans are like, get out of my sun. So I may have to trim that back a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. I am so excited for these to come because they did so bad last year. These were really affected by the aminopyralids last year. Aminopyralid is an herbicide that was in some of our compost, and I have a story on my Instagram if you want to hop over there and see it. But oh, they're doing so good. It's a comeback story. Here is that salvia. Is this the same? It's the same kind, but I feel like I planted those last year. And isn't it fun that it's starting to be hard to tell what I planted last year and what I planted this year, because it's all starting to come up at the same time. This is a this year, and these guys need to be deadheaded. Hello, balloon flower. You just went bonkers while I was gone. So if you don't know what balloon flower does, it makes these little tiny balloons, boop, like a balloon, and then it pops open into a flower. And so there's one, and then it pops, boop. Oh, I just love it. I don't know why it's kind of open in the middle, like a cat sat on it or something. Naughty catties. Here's my blanket flower that, remember I said I tried to tear it out last year because I didn't like the color combo with, I don't know, I was having a moment. And now I don't even care. I think it's so beautiful. They remind me of Texas, but they do really spread like crazy. So eventually that will take over a lot. This rose bush is stunning. I think this was my 2022 rose bush winner of something. And it's just kind of in between blooms right now. It's just getting its roots planted deep down. I have a rosemary that's getting a rosemary. You guys, seriously, I need to go to bed. Drove all day. It's getting kind of not, it's down under this Russian sage, but oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Oh, I could just smell rosemary all day long. Okay, so how about this Russian sage? Now, if you don't know about Russian sage, which I did not until last year, it is so hardy. It does not need hardly any water. It's super drought tolerant and loves the heat. And it's really great, but it does get huge. So see how big? It's really big, but I love it. These two plants right here are kind of anchor plants. And I knew they would be in the garden as you walk down the first path. And I'm so thrilled because they'll keep this purple all throughout the rest of the season, which is so fun. And you're hiding behind the coneflowers here, which I love that. And eventually, like my dream, right? My perennial cottage garden dream is eventually these will just all fill in years from now, and I'll just be walking through this glorious garden with all these tall plants. This is another sunflower that I pinched. You can see where I pinched it, and it's bushing out so nice. These are some weeds. That one's a particularly naughty one, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is little, oh, what is that? What is this? I think that's fennel. We made this cottage garden over a bed of grass, and we must have used not quite thick enough landscape fabric when we first started. All right, there's hyssop. There's another honeywort. Got the Pacific giant delphinium and the monkshood, which is still not blooming. More salvia. Hello. It's just so bright purple. It's neon. Can you see that? Oh, it's just gorgeous. And I just refuse to deadhead the delphinium because she's so pretty. My heuchera is not, it just stays so small. And I don't know if maybe she doesn't like the sun that much. I don't know. I think this is a full sun variety. Okay, let's see. This is a little sage or salvia that popped out from this one. Little volunteer. I've got some splendens kind of hiding under here. These little funny balls of flowers. I need to deadhead those too. Okay, where are we going next? Let's go over here. So these are cosmos. When I get weeds, I throw them over there into the chicken yard and the goat yard. All right, these are cosmos that I planted. These are from seed, and they're gonna be really fun when they finally bloom. They're coming. Come on out. Come on out. Oh, and look. Mommy, I thought Maya was a coyote. No, Maya is not a coyote. Okay, this one is the, oh my gosh, this is my brain. Purple aster, blue aster. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. That's gonna be a perennial. That was from the SDSU Master Gardener sale. And it's all just filling in so nice. So we got more hyssop right here. This little weedy looking thing that is like a spreading ground cover, I can't remember the name of, but it has dandelions growing in it all the time. What? I squeezed one of these and got my eye. Oh, is it hurt? Yeah. Okay. Okay, and let's see. Hollyhocks are totally going bonkers. We've had to stake them up. Ooh, that looks pretty, babe. We've had to stake them up, as you can see. I just can't even believe that's one plant. It goes over the entire thing. Now, this is just a fun story. I think that I maybe told you guys this in the first one, where when we made our front little patio over there with all the rock, that these were the bachelor buttons that the previous owner, who I love, her name's Kay, she had planted. These were everywhere. Either that or they volunteered up there, I don't know. But I tried to save the bachelor buttons, and they have looked so horrible, and I think they're finally coming out of transplant shock, and they're doing so good. The beard tongue, ooh, what do you got? A ground cherry?
Yeah, so it comes out of this.
Comes out of the husk. This is like our first ground cherry. Are you gonna eat it?
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to get really sweet. It's really, really fun. We have so many ground cherry plants. We planted a lot of them. So this one is my variegated sage. More honeywort, more salvia. Oh, look, the rose is doing so good. I mean, it's doing good, except a little bit of bug damage. I don't know. I haven't really researched how to take care of roses very well. How to do it without herbicides and pesticides, I mean. So I will have to do that. This is a poppy who was late to the party. Welcome. You should have bloomed earlier.
A poppy?
Well, it's a poppy right there. But it won't bloom till next year. So here's all these hollyhocks. And I have a coneflower that's just being crowded out like massively under here. And I have such a hard time trimming things back when I'm just like, do I let them just do their own thing and whatever survives, survives? Next year they'll get more sun because they'll come up probably before the hollyhocks. These are, cannot wait to see what I planted here. What did I plant here? I don't remember, but only 3. We got 3 sunflowers. We got the yarrow and my sad foxglove. Still sad. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull this out. I don't know. It gets so much grass up through it like that it drives me crazy, like crazy. I don't know what to do about it. So we'll see if that gets to stay. Veronica that came back good. This milkweed is enormous. It's a different like variety of, I don't know if this is, I guess I need to look that up because I know there's so many different varieties of milkweed. And then I have these gypsy charmer. Oh, look what you have.
So, I want to show them.
Okay, what do we need to remember about the ground cherries? When do you pick them?
On the ground.
When they fall on the ground?
Yeah. But if you just touch it and it's like yellow, it's okay if it falls off. Because it's like almost gonna about to fall.
Yeah. Can I eat that one?
Yeah. It has aphids on the inside. But don't eat the aphids.
Don't eat the aphids?
Don't eat the aphids.
Were there aphids in that?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Are they in my mouth?
No. No, they were in the husk.
Delicious. Well, that's good to know because we need to go do something about that.
Ha.
Get it.
Wait, I want to show them what I made.
That's Lucy singing her heart out over there. She'll be pleased that that was on video.
So I made this.
That's awesome.
So like, I made this in the car. You like braid it. You put 3 strings of each color so you can braid it. Otherwise, if you only put 1 string of color, it'll make like that small of one.
Yeah, that looks good. All right, Gypsy Charmer sunflowers, which are going to be gorgeous. And I'm so thrilled that they finally came up. I was so worried because I only planted 3 that I was not going to get any. This was my volunteer mammoth and can't wait. I love how they turn with the sun.
Ew.
Was that not a good one?
Look.
Aphids? What's in it? Oh, it was just kind of busted open. Okay. And more zinnia. There's my little clearance nepeta.
Whoa, it's my favorite color.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, are you glad I didn't tear that one out?
Yeah.
I didn't like this one last year. I don't know why. I didn't like how it looked with the chamomile right there because they're 2 different yellows and I'm such a weirdo like that.
Okay, it's about to open.
What is? Oh, I know. I'm so excited. But now it kind of matches this snapdragon right there, so it got to stay.
These zinnias.
Look at these zinnias.
Like I planted these from seed with my mom.
I know.
I was sitting right there.
You sat right there. Now, so I've heard some people call them zinnias.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? It seems weird. What do you guys call them? Zinnia or zinnia? I know, this is going to be glorious.
This is probably the best one yet.
It's the best one right there.
Or this one.
Chamomile needs to get picked, needs to get harvested so more chamomile can grow. Got sage, more zinnias. I showed you guys these. This is my mullein that needs I think I need to deadhead these to get them to grow more.
We just got our
More
first
delphinium.
strawberries.
Oh, look at my climbing rose.
Whoa, our
Oh,
raspberries.
our first raspberries. Nice.
You wanna eat it?
Well, sure. That's generous of you. Oh, and look, more bachelor buttons doing good. Good job, babies. Oh, and that one's about to bloom again. That's the third bloom. More zinnias.
I think the purple ones are doing the best, like the purple flowers.
They're doing really good.
The camera one looks like it's
Oh,
pink.
no. What is going on with you?
Is it poisoned?
No, I don't think it's wet. Oh, I think it might want to be watered. Do you want to water it? I think it felt. I was going to wait until after it was super hot and sunny because sometimes these dahlias will bounce back, but that'll come back with being wet. It's kind of on a funny angle and I think the water runs out. Get right at the base, okay? There you go.
Let's show them how we water.
We're going to show them how we water right at the base. And that one's on a hill, so we got to kind of get up under. Yep, there you go. All right, we've got salvia, catmint, more butterfly bush.
That's where the
Oh boy,
cats love
we need to water this guy. He's sad. Matt did amazing taking care of all the plants while I was gone. He's like, that's a lot of plants that you water. Like, I know, it's kind of insane. And now he wants to install irrigation. So you want to be on the blog? I'm gonna post this. Oh, hello. This is my climbing rose. That is the first bloom of my climbing rose. That's really fun. I know, aren't these fun? How they're out into the pathway.
Like,
I
I think that's probably the best one yet.
I know, it's just
I
perfect.
feel like some of them are kind of eaten.
Oh, hi buddies.
Daisies!
Are they back? I've been trying to deadhead them so that they come back stronger and keep blooming. Last year I didn't deadhead them at all. Oh, we got a sunflower really fighting for its life there.
Where?
Oh, wild
gosh.
garden. Look at all of these coneflowers.
Did you plant all those?
I did not. They were here. I got a new bird bath.
Yeah.
You need to fill that. You want to fill that up? You can spray out all that old water and then fill that up. We got lots of milkweed and we have lots of monarchs. This is a black-eyed Susan vine that is finally going. Last year we had to take over an entire fence line and I did not like it taking it off. My mother-in-law actually graciously took that off for me. These nasturtiums, oh my gosh, how long is it going to take for them to grow? They're so slow growing. These are all volunteers from last year, these Gloriosa daisies that I love and I'm excited for them. That was, I haven't done anything with that. I'm like, oh look, old pots that I left over the winter and they grew flowers in them. How nice. Same with these clearance ones. I'm like, oh, I need to plant you somewhere. But these pots are filling in nicely. And see, everyone has a weird garden mess, right? There's my sprayer and like a planting bag. And we all got them, right? All right, I think I'm gonna do a different video with my veggie garden, a separate one. So look for that, but it is going crazy. So much goodness. All right, so did I miss anything? I don't think so. Let's look at it from this way. Oh, I missed the sunset a little bit, but you can, hopefully it's not too dark out here. Did you get it filled up?
Yeah, I just found a grasshopper and I didn't even know it was on my finger.
Oh
I was
boy,
like, whoa, what jumped off my finger?
those grasshoppers. They'll surprise you.
I found a really big one this morning.
Okay, this
Wait,
is
I
the
wasn't
cottage
close.
garden on July 17th. This is looking good, Emma.
We haven't even showed them that.
I'm gonna do that in a different video. Okay, bye friends.
Bye-bye.